Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Put Me Over Podcast, episode 58, the go-home show to Money in the Bank. We're here. We're live in the studio. I'm your host, Andrew Gomez, a.k.a. The Mez, joined by my lovely, wonderful, beautiful co-host. To my left, we have the 10th wonder of the world, the big, bad booty daddy himself, Richard Garcia.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, Byron.
Hey,
Man.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we got to talk about your tour.
Yes.
Also rounding out the crew. You've seen him on the show before. You've loved him on the show before. Give it up to my boy and yours, Hard Work, big bad booty daddy Tharp.
Yowie wowie, it's time to get delicious.
Ooh, I like that, Bray
I like
Wyatt.
that, yeah.
I hope your coworker doesn't think you're drunk again.
I know, damn it. Can you tell already?
No, you're good.
I got a little something here.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a hint.
Rounding out the crew, fresh off a North American tour, we have the Pinoy powerhouse himself, Byron Pagdalao.
Hey guys, I'm back and I'm sober. Barely.
A lot to talk about this week, a lot to get into. But before we get into that, we got to give it up to our sponsor this week, LaPelia.com. If you're ever in the market for, the hottest and latest wrestling merchandise made from top quality, high class products and materials, look no further. Go to LaPelia.com. Type in our promo code PUTMEOVER, and in turn, that website will put you over, and you get 20% off your entire order. They got pins, they got stickers, they got shirts, they got sweaters, they got hoodies, they got whatever you're looking for, and it's all topical. Make sure to go check out LaPelia.com. The great guys over there doing great things. And with that being said, how are you guys doing?
Awesome.
Doing fine.
It's good to see you, Brad.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hard
hell
work,
yeah.
Brad Tharp, the
Yes.
big.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
The big Brad booty daddy.
Yes.
Ooh.
And Byron, you were on a dominating North American world tour.
Dominating.
It was fun. It was only a quick run. We did an LA date last week, and then we did Vegas, Flagstaff. Just kidding.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
Damn.
Don't be offended. And then we went to Tucson after, which Tucson is the craziest. Like, I was so surprised. Have you guys ever been?
No.
Never.
I've been to Phoenix.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not Phoenix. Phoenix is hella Republican, but Tucson is like Portland South desert.
Oh.
It's insane. I was so surprised. When you guys go on road trips, you know how you pass by cities and it says like Kingman or whatever other fucking city you're entering?
Yeah.
Do you guys do what I do? I fucking Google search and want to know every single thing about that city.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No.
Actually, you know what? I do sometimes, dude. It's pretty interesting what you find from Google search.
No, it's crazy. I'm just always curious. I thought I was the only one who did it, and it looks like I am. But
I don't travel enough to have that option.
Oh no! But the tour was great, dude. The people are amazing. Flagstaff is one of the most beautiful little towns I've ever seen in my life.
Is there actually a Flagstaff there?
Maybe I didn't see it though.
I would think they'd have like the world's largest Flagstaff
It sounds like they're not living up to their name.
with like a giant American flag
oh
waving.
my
Actually,
God.
no, that wasn't.
Whackity schmackity do.
But yeah,
Andrew.
it's super good to be back. And of course, Vegas was always Vegas. Vegas is the shit. I love Vegas. Gambler didn't take over me.
Ooh, lucky.
This time.
You didn't get his neon claws into you.
Oh God, you guys are going to Vegas in a couple weeks, I'm sure. I hope you guys have the same luck.
Yeah, we'll be going to Double or Nothing in a couple of weeks.
The countdown has begun, dude.
Thoroughly excited for that.
Hey, and we all know where to watch it now too, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Where?
Perfect segue.
Perfect segue. Let's get into the news. Let's get into some Dick Sturdy news. Take it away, Dick.
All right, guys. So Double or Nothing is next week, dude. Are you guys excited?
Hell yeah.
This is the beginning of the end of WWE. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
But it's definitely the beginning of a revolution for sure.
It is definitely a change of scenery. Let's see what Double or Nothing does bring. What we do know is that it is going to be on pay-per-view, correct? I believe that's the case, and we do have a price. I think they posted out being $59.99.
Yep.
What? That's
Yes.
pretty good.
Yeah,
I guess.
$59.99. What do you guys think of the price? Like, I want to get your guys' opinion on that at least.
It's a standard pay-per-view price.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I'm not like a big follower of the AEW and those guys, so like I'm a new fan to them, and they've done enough work with the they're promoting and stuff to make me want to pay that price. So I'm cool with it. I'll watch it.
Are you gonna be ordering it?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did they have all the matches listed yet or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
They have maybe half the card announced. And I think we're gonna get more coming.
Because they're gonna have the press conference, I believe, on Friday, as far as what the total card is gonna be like. So I guess we're gonna have more matches announced by then.
It's not this coming weekend, but the weekend after this weekend.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay,
for
so they have
Memorial
some
Day
time.
weekend.
I'll see if it's worth it by then to actually pay for it. But
I mean, I like the idea of it being $59 because it's actually, it makes you want to like it seems like it's valuable. Like, okay, now it's actually worth something to actually watch. Even though we're used to having pay-per-views for like $9 a month on the network, and then for even lower prices with especially with Ring of Honor with their Honor Club, but having it at $59, it does make you feel like, okay, well, maybe they'll put on a good show at least. It seems like it'd be good quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to me too is like being somewhat of a new fan to this product. I'm kind of, what I'm paying for is to say that I watched the beginning of this company start, because you never know how long this company is going to be around. Let's say it's around for 50, 60, 70 years. I could say, hey, I paid for the first Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so that $60 alone is worth it. Like, I was there at the beginning. That's kind of cool.
I honestly think AEW is the new LAFC, because you have WWE, the tried and true, the best of the best in wrestling, right? Now you have this new team, and it's exciting and doing things differently. People are excited about it. People are jumping ship from WWE to AEW, a la the Galaxy and LAFC. A lot of parallels down to the black and gold coloring. I can't wear an AEW shirt in Los Angeles. I will not do it.
Based on moral principle.
Wait. Were you just giving LAFC some props?
No, fuck that, dude.
I was confused by that message there.
And
I'm just saying it's a lot like what happened in LA when the Galaxy were the top dogs, and now there's new exciting company. People saying I was there for their first season. I've been a fan since the beginning. That's what we're all gonna be saying for AEW. It's just parallel. I would never give any good. I would never say anything nice about LAFC.
We have the biggest LA Galaxy supporter right here, Andrew Gomez.
No. Definitely a supporter, not the world's biggest.
You mean like the Galaxy's biggest? Definitely not. I get what you're saying as far as like the parallel goes, but I think there's a difference between WWE and, well, I guess the big difference being is that people are just tired of the product, and they have done absolutely nothing to make the product any better. If anything, they're making the product much worse by doing nothing or doing very little to change it. And you have a lot of fans who are getting really tired of it. They want something new, and AEW is supposed to be like this. It's going to be like this new hope of maybe professional wrestling has a chance to actually succeed on the mainstream level, and we'll see where it goes from there. I mean, if you're a real wrestling fan, you really want you really want AEW to succeed. That's the thing. You really want AEW to succeed. Again, I'm not going to get into the whole LFC, LA Galaxy debate. That's a matter of opinion. But as a wrestling fan, you really want them to succeed, because that's what drives competition is what drives everyone better.
And I know you guys have said this a lot too, where they're saying a lot of the right things. They're just like speaking to us like, oh yeah, keep saying it. Oh, fuck yeah, keep saying it. They're saying all kinds of stuff that's like, yes, this is what we've been waiting for. Wins and losses matter, and all these different things that are great. And, I think they're looking at the WWE had nothing to – they didn't have a competition for many, many years, and wrestling's evolved. And now we have many different ways to watch different products, and we could actually compare – the current WWE product to all these different things that we're watching.
Yeah.
And we're looking at it like, man, this is what they've been doing for years. And after WCW went away, they had no competition. They just like stayed the straight and narrow, like, this is what we do.
And it's been on a downhill slope since.
Yeah. And now we have all these different ways of watching all these different products. And it's like, we're comparing it to this product that's been the same thing forever. And we're like, all right, this is old. Like, this is AEW is just, it's super exciting to think about the the future of professional wrestling.
I mean, even Cody, he's gone out. He just put out a video today talking about how wins and losses will matter down to like percentages of like people's finishers of like they're gonna keep track of all the stats of like
Hell yeah.
you know they've won the match. You know, 80% of times this move finishes a match.
Fuck yeah.
Things that matter to us, and like we were talking about earlier, Brad, WWE isn't for us. So I'm hoping the AEW will be for what viewers like us.
That's right. We were talking earlier about how WWE seems like it's more for kids or for the channel surfing, you know, and I talk about my mother-in-law a lot on the show, and is my mother-in-law like, oh, look at the B team. Those guys are jerks. Why are they beating up the Miz? You know, and like us as wrestling fans are like, hey, what the hell? Why are the B team beating up the Miz? Like, what's the story behind that? You know,
Yeah.
And us in this Netflix era of like, why? Like, we binge watch shows and we're watching why storylines develop and why Walter White does this and why all these different things. There's a story. There's a reason behind all these characters. And why they do what they do, and when you watch something on WWE just happen without an explanation, you're like, why?
How hard would it have been to cut like a 10-second promo backstage? Like, hey guys, you guys don't like the Miz? Well, I don't like him either.
Yeah,
I need you guys. I'll give you guys a bonus because I'm the owner.
There you go, perfect.
I'm the son's owner.
I buy it.
I'm the owner's son. Here's $10,000 this week. Just help me take care of the Miz.
Makes sense. I buy it.
How hard would
He
that be?
treated you guys like crap for years. I'm your boss. I'm gonna give you guys a bonus. I need your guys' help. You know what? Makes sense.
Instead of just like the Putty Patrol, the B team,
Putty Patrol.
to go out and just get, be the whole time.
That's a nice throwback analogy.
Back to that AEW analytics. That's crazy how advanced analytics is evolving all the way to pro wrestling. That's really tricky because the stuff obviously is scripted, but they're gonna sell you on the whole narrative and how wins do count. So I'm really looking forward to see that. It can get really hokey though, so I'm still a little bit skeptical, but prove me wrong, AEW.
Just for the entrances, I want to know how much this guy weighs.
Okay, that I
from
missed.
his hometown.
Yeah.
They don't do any of that shit. They only say like from San Jose whenever Bailey is gonna lose in her home city again.
course.
That's the only time they announce their city. And it's
Did they ever? I don't remember. As a kid, did they ever say how many like their win-loss record? No, never.
No. They've never really done that.
So they can change the game by doing that.
yeah. I mean, there's a ranking system that's gonna matter in AEW. Like, this guy is in 8th place. He's trying to work his way up to get into the world title picture. Like shit like that is like, I don't know. It's gonna come off like a real sport.
Let me ask you guys this: do you think they can keep up with this on the long term?
I don't see why not.
Because I mean, you figure like with as many matches as they're gonna have, like it's gonna be a matter of time before like I figure like all the numbers are gonna be kayfabe anyways, but like there's gotta be a point where like, oh man, like these numbers are starting to get a little astronomical.
I think sometimes WWE comes across like they're like, okay, you guys will see. When you guys get going, you'll see.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah.
See how long that works
Exactly.
out for you.
I sometimes get the feeling from them, but
And I think that's just arrogance from them because for so long they've been unchallenged. You look at TNA. TNA tried to compete with them and they failed miserably. Pretty much any company that tried to compete with WWE has failed. But like I said, we'll see what happens with AEW and hopefully they can succeed.
TNA was on Spike. That's not available on every channel or every like cable package provider. TNT, which is confirmed where they're going to be landing in the fall, that is on every cable subscriber's package.
Oh yeah, it is one of the top cable channels. I do want to make a quick correction. I did mention that the pay per view was going to be like $59. It's actually $49.
Oh,
yeah, so it's actually lower.
$50.
And,
Sold.
And then on top of that, instead of getting it traditionally via pay per view, it is going to be released through the Bleacher Report app. So it's going to be BR Live. So
that's huge.
That's another thing as well because Bleacher Report's trying to they're becoming pretty big in the sports community and having another type of event on their BR Live app, it would be a big deal. So this is actually not only a big deal not only for them but also for Bleacher Report, which is also owned by Turner Sports.
Also on Fight Network too, as well.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang, Dick giving out discounts over here live.
Dude, use our promo code.
Yeah.
Put me over.
Hey, maybe we
$10
should
off.
do
I
that.
was like,
Actually.
damn, shit.
We should do that actually. Hit us up, AEW.
Fuck yeah. Dick discounts. Yeah.
Hey, that's a.
I'm gonna take that out.
Save that.
Yeah,
That's a
save
bit.
that.
I'm saving that.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Oh man, so yeah, that's our AEW news break for the show. I think.
Let me ask you guys something about the Turner deal. What night do you think would be optimal for them to show their weekly show?
Saturday.
Tuesdays.
I like Tuesday's idea because the fans are used to having wrestling on a Tuesday.
Well,
and
SmackDown's going to Fridays.
Correct.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
So you already got an audience that's used to watching wrestling on Tuesdays. Boom, right there.
Why not go head to head with Raw?
That's not
Maybe
a good
not right
idea.
away.
Not
Maybe
right
not right
away.
away.
They already
No?
said that. They already said they weren't, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Maybe not right out of
they
the-
should, and they shouldn't. Not for a while at least. The thing
I don't
with-
know, man. Nitro really pushed the WWE though.
I don't like Fridays because like I know SmackDown's going to Friday, but
Right.
like nobody's home Friday night. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
if
true.
they're looking for the live viewer. Like I'm not home Friday night.
You know who is?
Who?
Little kids.
yeah.
Little kids are home on Friday
that's
nights.
right.
They ain't doing shit. They're not
right.
going out anywhere.
That's right. They're gonna watch the B team come
They're
out.
gonna watch Elias. Gonna be walking with Elias.
That
What?
guy's a jerk. That's
Oh,
all you
I
need to
hate-
know. That guy's a jerk.
I hate him.
And they did try doing Friday Night SmackDown a while back, and that did not work at all. So we'll see if it works this second time around.
Oh yeah, I watched that Saturday morning. I never watched it.
Never
Friday.
on Friday.
No.
Hell
Saturday
no.
morning. I wake up and watch SmackDown.
And it's gonna fuck up this podcast, by the way. Thanks a lot, WWE.
We'll
We're-
find a way to fix that, though.
we'd have to do like a podcast on Tuesday, like the same time, and then we'll have to recap SmackDown from the week before.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something.
We'll figure that part out down the road. The thing about going back to AEW and how they're gonna, if Tuesday's a good idea, I like the idea of having it on Tuesdays. The problem with that though is that the NBA season during later on in the season with the playoff games, especially, they typically TNT does like to show their games on Tuesdays as well. So their priority is going to be the NBA over AEW.
For sure.
What was the deal? Did they say the terms of the deal? Is it like 3 years, or is it like just doing a specific season? Because obviously they're not going to get rid of the NBA on TNT.
No,
That's their
no.
highest rated.
That's their
fucking
highest
TV.
rated program on that network. They can always, at the same time, though, like if they need to, they also have TBS as well as a backup. So they can have
What's
some,
that?
so they can have either the NBA games go on TBS or have AEW go on TBS. And most people have both networks anyways. So that's a possibility as well.
Clickbait got you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Titties.
Sorry, behind the scenes, Andrew's scrolling.
He is scrolling through some stuff right now.
News, and there's some big ass titties.
It's it's literally just clickbait on the side of this website.
I love it.
I'm not searching for it.
Is that Dr. Pimple Popper right there? Jesus, what is that?
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay.
Who's this girl?
All right.
All right. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, it's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan, just to see how it's all going to shake up.
Ooh.
I'm tired of being shaken up, dude.
Yeah.
I've been
I'm
shook.
tired
We
of
need to
being
shake up in
I'm
a
tired
good
of,
way.
I'm tired of being wild.
We've been shook.
Oh.
What else we got, Dick?
Well, I mean, all this AEW talk, it's been good news. Unfortunately, we do have some bad news to report, and it did happen earlier today. Ashley Massaro, she recently passed away at the age of 39.
Yeah, that's
Rest
a
in
bummer.
peace, girl.
That is a bummer right there. She was been WWE for about 2005 to 2007 during that during the later end of the Ruthless Aggression era. We don't know what the cause of her death is. As soon as we hear something, we're definitely going to update it and let everyone know. But yeah, 39 years old, far too young to pass away.
Former Diva Search winner, Playboy cover girl. She kind of rubbed wrestling fans the wrong way at a point where she literally said, "I'm just using this to, I'm using wrestling to get into other things." But she was-
WrestleMania match. She had a
She
WrestleMania
did
match.
have a
She had a
WrestleMania
moment.
match,
Yeah.
and at least she was honest about it.
yeah, but as far as recently, she was teasing coming back to the ring. She never forgot where she came from. I feel like her last tweet literally is her saying she's sending out fan mail, so she still had a lot of supporters. No one deserves to go that early.
No, absolutely not. I'll tell you who's not a supporter of her.
Who?
Rebby Hardy.
Oh shit, that's right. They had like a feud.
They had a pretty big feud. It was about a while back or so. I guess she had written a tweet directly to Matt, saying how like
That was recent,
That
too.
was recent. That was less than a year ago. She wrote a tweet out saying she found some stuff in her place with Matt and saying I'm thinking about you. It's been a while. Rebby Hardy, if you know Rebby Hardy,
Matt's
she
wife.
does not fuck around when it comes to tweets, and she took it the wrong way and called her out and said, you know what, don't ever fucking come around here. Don't try to hit up my husband. And she was not very happy with it. So
Okay, we got an alibi. All right, there we go. I mean, we got a motive.
Let's
Got a
send the
motive.
cops.
Okay, send the cops to
Send
the
the
Hardy
cops to the Hardy
compound.
compound.
to
Have,
Elsa Hardy,
Vanguard 1's like, what are you guys doing here?
destroy.
Ah, damn.
Damn it.
Too
We had to
soon.
make it funny.
Too
we
soon.
had to make it funny.
We had to.
Damn
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Damn it.
I guess you could say Rebby Hardy deleted her.
Oh, God damn it.
It wasn't even a full day.
Not even a couple hours.
Nope.
Yeah, we just found that tweet out a little while ago.
Yeah. Vanguard 1 has been taken into custody.
Into questioning. Well,
Ah, God damn it.
all right.
I feel gross.
Rest in peace, Ashley
Yes.
Massaro. I will never
Bad
look
jokes
at that
aside, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I had a joke going, but never mind.
Just, what else you got, Dick?
I will never look at that Playboy the same.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
R.I.P.
I
R.I.P.
will shit. I don't care
R.I.P.
about you.
I think just one last fap.
Oh, God damn.
All right, we got to edit all this out. We got to edit all this out.
Wow, Dick. I'm going to
Oh,
Google
man.
that Playboy real quick.
While Byron's
There he
looking
goes.
up
Ashley Massaro,
that
Playboy.
Playboy from 2005.
Google Images.
Alexa Bliss. It turns out that she does have a concussion issue and that she is pulled from the Money in the Bank match.
What?
Oh, yeah. You didn't hear about this?
Yeah,
No.
I didn't hear
This
about that.
happened-
What the fuck?
This was earlier today.
I feel like that's why she didn't wrestle on Raw.
Yeah, I think so too.
She's been injuries. When was her last match before WrestleMania? She hasn't really had
It's been a while.
program.
She had the one a couple weeks ago where she had her shoelaces that kept getting undone.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
And yeah, that was that.
But
was
before that,
probably-
she's been off TV for a while. She was the GM or something, right?
Yeah.
She had her she had the talk show host for a good while, Moment of Bliss.
She was the wild card in this match because if now who do they replace her with?
That's a good question. Who do they replace her with?
Oh,
Nikki Cross.
Nikki
Oh,
Cross.
yeah, Nikki Cross is a...
It would be the obvious answer after Raw.
No, it's literally confirmed.
Oh, it's been
WWE,
confirmed? Okay, well, there we go then.
Yeah. Now we have Dana Brooke, who is gonna win this shit. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh, I was like, that's your pick? What
No.
a waste.
We'll get to our
We'll
Money in
get
the
to
Bank
that in a
pricks later. God damn it! Why do they have to have these weird ads?
I know, those always crack me up. I love it.
But that's a huge blow to I think this Money in the Bank match
Yeah.
because she was one of the headliners for this whole thing.
And a legit contender to actually win the damn thing again.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't see Carmella here.
Is she?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Carmella's missing.
She should be in there.
Yeah,
I thought she was in there.
It's okay. All you need to know is Bailey's right there, and she's the one that's gonna win. Heel
Ooh.
turn.
That might be where they go. We'll get into our picks in a
Yes.
little bit.
Yeah,
don't
all right.
don't spoil that already.
All right.
But Nikki Cross, she got the pin on SmackDown. I think it's a good replacement.
Let's do it.
What else we
Better
got,
than
Dick?
nothing. Speaking of TV deals, WWE, there looks like they're going to get a new home in the UK. Looks like it's reported that BT Sport is going to be announcing their deal really soon. And this is a big deal for them because for the longest, they've always had a partnership with Sky Sports. For
Past 20 years.
20 plus years or so. So now they're going to move on to BT Sport. As far as like how much it's worth, we don't have anything yet, but I mean, I would expect this to be like in the multi-millions, probably in the billions.
Billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. It doesn't really affect us here in the States, but to our UK listeners, I know we have people out
Yeah,
in
she's
India and
Wow.
come on, guys.
Sorry, me and Byron are over here looking at Ashley Massaro.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
A tribute.
Ooh, damn. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I know we have a lot of listeners out in the UK, so let us know how this affects you guys because I don't know anything about BT Sport.
I know when I stream shit illegally, that shit's the channel they always stream it from.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
So
UFC and WWE
Yeah.
stuff.
high quality streams then.
Yep, definitely.
So this is gonna affect WWE because if everyone's bootlegging it from there, it must be easy.
Oh, that's true. Ooh, I wonder what they're gonna do now.
Oh, find out.
What else we got, Dick?
What about that fine you guys were talking about? Weren't you talking
Oh,
about?
yes.
Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, so a while back, there was these Lars Sullivan. He was doing like he was on a bodybuilding forum years ago. This was way before he got into WWE, and I'm not sure if it was either he was trolling or if he was being serious, but he did post a lot of racist, homophobic posts onto a certain bodybuilding forum. And recently they popped up. I mean, I think they popped up about 4 or 5 months ago, I want to say, maybe even sooner. I know this was during they first popped up when he first got onto the main roster. And Lars had gone away for a while, and now that he's back permanently, he's back on the main roster, now they're starting to surface again. And it turns out that it got to the point where like even the sponsors were pushing WWE to do something about it. And WWE's response was that they fined him $100,000 for those posts that he posted back in the day before he got hired with the company. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
All I have to say is if this guy was Heath Slater or lower, this guy would be gone.
Yeah.
1,000% correct. Yes.
But yes, this $100,000 fine, this is we don't want this guy to go away. Just pay the money and hey, look, we did something to him.
I need to see bank statements on that too. I want to make sure that that's not a kayfabe, number amount.
Right.
It's hella kayfabe in my opinion.
I feel like that's a big enough number. I feel like Paige fined someone $100,000 for something a lot less.
It's excessive. Like, I mean, if I'm sure, like, I'm sure the fine has to be real because, like, by this point, WWE, they have to like adhere to their sponsors, and the sponsors were not happy with what was surfacing. I feel like $100,000 is a bit excessive, don't you think?
That's why I think it's a kayfabe fine.
So you think it's fake?
Wow, I didn't even consider that. It's a kayfabe fine. Wow.
It sounds like, and according to WWE, he's going to have to complete sensitivity training. So bring in that doctor that cured Daniel Bryan and Bailey and Sasha.
Is it true that Lars Sullivan started a GoFundMe to help pay this $100,000 fine? Did you hear about that?
Really?
Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Yeah. Wow. You know what? All I want to know, I have to ask a certain person a question. Hold on a second. Hey, come on in. I gotta ask you a question. Come on in.
Well, let me tell you something, Jack. What's happening today, guys? I just came in. I heard Brad was on the show today, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess I can really get behind.
Hey, you know what? I just had to ask you a couple questions because
Go ahead, dude.
you said a couple of things, but this guy said a lot of stuff about a lot of different things.
Well, here's the story, Jack. When I got popped for saying whatever I said, no big deal. It was on video, man. And they don't have the proof or the evidence. They just have, it could have been anyone behind that keyboard, dude. So I feel like this is way too much, man.
Well, you said a couple of things, and it doesn't matter if you said one thing or 1,000 things. You said
I also had sex. Let's not forget about that part.
That's right.
With my big 24-inch python, dude.
But this guy said a lot of stuff. So let me read a quote to you, and I want to get your opinion on if this guy should be punished this way or not, because you were punished.
Yeah, I was punished. They kicked me out of the Hall of Fame, dude. I'm back now, but goddamn, 3 years in the clink for, saying things I didn't know was going to be recorded. What am I supposed to do, Jack?
Well, do you feel bad about saying those things, or do you feel bad about...
I feel bad I was recorded, dude.
See, that's where people have the problem.
As you should.
Well, let me ask you this. This is...
Let's not forget I had sex, dude.
Yeah.
With my best
that is
friend's,
very important.
With my
Yes.
best friend's wife.
Yes. And I quote, this is Lars Sullivan. Some blacks want to take advantage of their great-grandparents' misfortunes, and they want a piece of the pity pie. Instead of taking some personal responsibility, they choose to attack the white man and say we must take care of them financially. What do you think about that? You agree?
Where's the problem, dude?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's 100% right, brother.
You better be careful, man.
Careful of what? You think I'm afraid of the pity pie coming after me, dude?
They might erase your ass again. Let me read you this other thing here.
And they may come after us as well.
I know. When immigrants hear that that this is land of the free, to them that means they get free stuff. What do you think about that?
What's the problem, dude?
Oh God,
That
damn
sounds
it.
completely logical. I mean, it's land of the free, not land of the free stuff. You know what I mean, Jack?
Wow. All right.
And let me tell you something, brother.
Okay.
If I ever find this Lars Sullivan coming after me, I'm going to just tell him to his face, thank you for being a red-blooded, right-winged American, Jack.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Well, I guess he's honest about it.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I body slammed Andre the Giant in front of 93,000 Hulkamaniacs, I could have said the N-word whenever I wanted to, but now we have all these sensitive people on the internet out here trying to make me seem like I'm the bad guy. Well, let me tell you something, brother. When I say brother, I really mean the N-word, man.
Oh, come on, dude.
man.
We've told you multiple times
Don't
on the
post it.
show.
This is Hulk Hogan, not Andrew 3000. This is Bulgogi Hogan talking here, Jack. And that's all I got to say about that, dude.
okay.
Don't
So do you believe that Lars Sullivan should be fine? Hey, they
Yes,
erased your ass from the WWE network, and this guy said like 20 things, and you said what, 2, 3 things or whatever, which doesn't make it okay. But this guy said a lot of stuff about a lot of different things.
They might have banned me from the WWE network, but in the wise words of the greatest rapper of all time, Eminem, guess who's back? Back again.
Okay, that's it.
Hogan's back.
That's it. It's time for you.
That's
You
it.
gotta
Get out of
You
here.
gotta
Get
go.
out of here.
Like,
Get
let's
out
get
of
him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Don't forget to say your prayers, say your racist tweets, and take your vitamins and steroids, Jack. I'm out of here,
That's
brother.
it. Get him
get
out
outta
of here.
here.
God
Get
damn
outta
it.
here.
Get him out of here.
Son of a bitch. Coming
Hey,
on our show.
Brad,
This show does not reflect any of the opinions of
No.
Bulgogi Hogan.
No.
The Bulgogster is honestly not welcome here anymore. I don't know why you let him in, Brad.
You
that
know
was
what?
not a good idea, bro.
Did he sweet talk you outside? Is that what happened?
Well, you know, it was a racial issue, and I thought that was our go-to guy to get his
No,
opinion.
that's not the go-to guy.
Well, you know, I just wanted to make a side-by-side comparison.
The go-to guy is the Macho Man Randy Savage. He's the one that
That's
champions.
You know what, then? Hey, get him in here, too. Pull him in here. Hey.
Ooh, yeah. Macho Man in the house. Here to talk to you about a little bit of sensitivity, yeah.
What? Hey, did Hogan say anything? I mean, Bulgogi Hogan say anything to you on the way out?
The Bulgogster and me do not get along. If you watched me and you followed my career, you knew that I put out a rap album. I'm very tight with the brothers and the sisters out there. Yeah.
Sisters.
Hey, on the way out, he whispered in my ear, "Be a man, Macho."
Let me tell you something, Hulk Hogan. When I see your ass out on the street or anywhere else, you know the macho madness is coming for you because you are the worst human being I know. And you got lust in your eyes for Elizabeth. Yeah. Any other questions?
I think that's about it.
Honestly, I'm kind of speechless after Bulgogi.
What
Yeah.
Lars Sullivan said is not okay. Doesn't belong on the internet. Doesn't belong anywhere. It belongs in the trash where Lars Sullivan belongs with this trash ass $100,000 fine.
Hey,
Yeah.
he apologized, and Titus O'Neil said it was okay. He said it was all right with everything.
Who made Titus O'Neil the Al Sharpton? That's what I want to know. Let me hear from Mark Henry and Booker T. Those are the guys that I respect. I shared the ring with them many a times. And Dylan Miley, a.k.a. Lars Sullivan, you better pray to God I don't find you in the streets. Because if I do, you're going to get the elbow drop from the Macho Man. Yeah.
All right.
Well, we got the opinion from the Macho Man and from Bulgogi Hogan. I do want to read this tweet that WWE did issue earlier in the day. And that tweet was that WWE supports a culture of inclusion regardless of gender, race, religion, or sexual orientation, and we are all committed to embracing all individuals as demonstrated by the diversity of our employees, performers, and fans worldwide. Dylan Miley, a.k.a. Lars Sullivan, will be fined $100,000 and required to complete sensitivity training for offensive commentary uncovered from his past. WWE will also facilitate meetings for Dylan with community organizations to foster further discussion around the power of social media and the impact of your words. So it sounds like to me it's not gimmicked. It's not kayfabe.
I think the finest.
Yeah, they said all the right stuff, and I legit hope they follow through with all
Our
that.
lawyer typed this up for us. Same with Lars Sullivan's bullshit apology. There is no excuse. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know. I've never heard Lars Sullivan talk. So
Yeah, how do you know how he sounds like?
There is no excuse for the
I don't know.
He does have a list. Yeah.
Oh, he does.
There's no excuse for the inappropriate remarks I made years ago. So that's him saying I made these years ago. There's no excuse, but that was years ago, guys. Come on.
Right.
They do not reflect my personal beliefs nor who I am today, and I apologize to anyone I offended. That sounds straight from the desk of Erwin R. Shyster, MD.
Erwin R. Shyster, MD?
Maybe I need to go to sincerity training because I just inferred that lawyers are.
Wait, you just inferred that his lawyer
Jewish?
is Erwin R. Shyster and he's a medical doctor?
That's a tax man, goddammit.
MD.
He's a tax man
He's a-
MD.
He got his doctorate. I
He's
don't
a
know.
doctor. He's a tax man. He's a lawyer.
Which one is
He's a
it?
talented man. He's a talented
Jesus.
hustler.
He's the doctor of economics.
He's
Oh.
Oh, I'm on today.
He's like the jack of all trades but master of none from what it sounds like.
What else we got today?
I got nothing else. What about you guys?
TMZ scared the shit out of us today, guys. The headline read something along the lines of Ric Flair rushed to the hospital in a grave situation. Everyone in the wrestling community was very upset and worried, given it's Ric Flair, a national treasure. Conrad goes out on Twitter and clears up the air and says that this is not a grave situation. This was something that was planned. Ric Flair is having an operation today just to get ready for StarCast next week. So, no.
Well,
false alarm.
Conrad of all people would know that because that is his father-in-law. So if anyone knows a lot about Rick's health, it would be him.
Who's Conrad married to?
Charlotte.
Not Charlotte.
I was like, no.
The ugly one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That's enough. That's all we need to know.
David?
No, David Flair.
Damn. Come on now.
Yeah, but so false alarm. Don't let TMZ trick you.
And Rick will be there next weekend at StarCast 2 in Vegas.
Seth Rollins allegedly broke the internet this week with his reveal
Dick?
that he revealed revealed his dick. No, not this time. He was dating Becky Lynch.
He's got a
So
small
Oh,
dick,
yeah.
though.
It's official.
Did he take her to room 605?
I don't know what that means.
What does
Let's
that mean?
see. Let me think about that. 605. What is that?
What does that mean? Somebody tell me.
I don't know.
Help me out.
I don't know. I
Never
don't know what it
mind.
means.
Never mind.
No, now you got to explain it because I have to know now.
605.
Never mind.
No. What does it mean?
That was the room that he was in when he was had those dick pics.
You fucking
Ah, there
wrestling
you go.
nerd.
Oh,
You
God
nerd.
Damn, he
You
knew
nerd.
he knew the room number with the dick.
I think you saw his dick a lot. Wait, what?
You knew the room number.
What was the moon cycle that night?
I don't know. You should ask Becky.
Oh,
He's got a small dick for a. Sorry, Becky.
You know what? That gives hope to guys with small dicks. That
Yeah.
You can still get a hot lady.
The hottest. Hello.
damn! The guy defending.
Well, he got the man, so
Yeah, I didn't know Seth Rollins was into the man.
Oh, bam! Swing.
Hey.
Schwaggity schmaggity doo.
Well, we all knew that they were dating, kind of, right? I
Yeah,
mean, we
good
kind of
for
saw
them.
at the Hall of Fame. They were next to each other wearing Bret Hart glasses and all this stuff, and we were kind of hoping because they're cute.
Yeah, they
They're
make
cute.
sense.
they,
They
are
both love
they are the
CrossFit.
power couple
That's,
now.
that's 3 belts between the two of them. That's,
I know, that's
pretty
impressive.
sweet, man. Yeah,
Damn.
good for them.
Good for them. I agree.
I like it. Approve.
I like it, Maggle. I think that's all the news we got. Let's get into the shows, which were a little better. I don't know if you guys agree. They're a little bit better than what we're used to.
And that's not saying much, but I guess we'll take it.
And by better, you mean instead of dog shit like on top of a cracker.
Yes.
Yes.
A little bit of sugar sprinkled on top of
There
the
you
dog
go.
shit.
Ooh.
There you go.
They just need to rename the wild card rule the big dog rule because that's what this is for. This is
my
to get
God.
Roman Reigns on both brands because he kicked off both Raw and SmackDown. I don't know what really is happening. between the shows that like the build to Money in the Bank. I feel like these go home shows should have been a lot better than what they were, but they were better than what we've been getting.
Yeah.
And I'll go for it. Go for it, Brad.
No, I'm still just so bored of every single thing on Raw.
It's hard to watch, right?
It's
is.
impossible to
Yeah,
watch.
it is. It's very formulaic. It's you could just tune out. I
There's
mean,
only
honestly.
one thing on Raw that was worth it. I'm sure we'll get to it, but let's just-
Yeah.
the Bray Wyatt promo.
Yowie wowie.
That was like
I don't
Yes.
even. I don't even want to get. I can care less. I feel. I'm more excited to talk about the predictions. We
Yeah.
can breeze through both of these
yeah,
shows.
we can do that. But what do you guys think about that Bray thing? Was that the standout of Raw?
For-
or what?
Oh, that was
For like the
awesome.
third week in a row, it's been like the standout thing on Raw.
We have finally got some answers, and
Yeah.
not all of them. We still have more questions and answers, but they're doing such a great job at building it up week by week, and it's honestly my favorite part of Raw. I love that we got the reveal of Bray's evil side, just for the announcers to come back and then say, "What's your name?" Renee Young says, "Wow," and then Michael Cole proceeds to say, "Moving on." Like,
Oh,
no
Good
soul.
Lord,
Oh,
they
God.
need to play these video packages like right before a commercial and just let it go to commercial and let
Yeah.
it breathe, and them not even acknowledge its existence. Like
Renee Young channeling her inner Byron Saxton.
Like, just no soul. That we just got this crazy thing big enough where fans were tweeting at Bray, "You scared the shit out of my 9-year-old. I can't believe I let him watch this show because he's so terrified." And then Bray, I don't know if you've seen Eastbound and Down. There's a scene where what's it called? Will Ferrell is talking to one of the guys, and he's just like, "Yeah, when my parents had sex, my dad told I caught them, and my dad told them, 'Let the boy watch.'" And he just sent that GIF as a response to the lady that was complaining that her son was traumatized. It's so good.
I wonder if he's gonna wrestle in that
awesome.
mask too. And those, I think that's his
I
wrestling
Yeah,
tights.
know.
that's what I want to know too.
I think that's his new gear. I like the gear
that's
a lot.
awesome.
You think you'll have like a split personality between
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
the Funhouse and the evil?
I think when he becomes
Yes.
the face again, he's gonna channel the Funhouse guy a lot.
Yeah.
I love that we could talk about it like this. Like, oh,
Yes.
I wonder what's gonna happen. Like, oh,
Finally,
so cool.
It's
Yeah.
not like it's not, "Oh, I wonder what Roman Reigns is going to do." Like, who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's like when wrestling was fun to watch, and it was like you'd be at work all day on Monday, like, oh God, what's gonna happen tonight? Like,
When's the last
Can't wait
time
for
you were
that.
watching wrestling and were watching some character development and said, "I wonder what is going to happen next"? When's
Yes.
the last time you thought of saying those words watching WWE?
the good old days.
This is definitely going to look promising, so I cannot wait to see what they're going to be doing with it. Let's just hopefully they don't drop the ball with Bray Wyatt. So far, what they've been doing with the build-up has been great.
A plus.
that's what this is exactly what they should be doing, as us being like, I wonder what they're gonna do with this. This is cool. I wonder what's gonna happen. Instead of, hey, these two guys come out and they're arguing with each other, and these other two guys come out. Okay,
Cut to
hey,
commercial.
guess what? Tag match later tonight. Like,
Yeah. Someone else that I think is going to have a split personality is Nikki Cross.
Oh yeah.
Because if you notice,
Interesting.
when
did you like that or
No, I didn't like it at all.
okay?
In the back, she had full makeup on, and like her hair was curled, and she didn't look like Nikki Cross
Right.
at all. And then come match time, she was back to like greasy hair, no makeup. I'm wondering if that's an angle or if they're just trying to make her look prettier on TV.
See, they've trained us to look at something like that and be like, what the hell are they doing? And them not follow through with it. If that exact thing happened in NXT, we'd be like, what's going on here? I wonder what
Yes.
this means and you would be rewarded by paying attention and following the storyline of Nikki Cross. It would end up going somewhere and it would end with something. But this is like, what the hell are they doing? And it's not going to end. She might
It probably is going to lead to nothing.
lead to nothing, or they'll drop it next week.
Yeah.
So.
I just thought it was weird because I definitely noticed, like, why does she look pretty?
Yeah. Hey, and she is pretty. She's
yeah,
actually pretty hot.
She
yeah.
is, yeah.
Match of the night, Mysterio and Cesaro. That should have been the main event.
So good.
I could watch that match over and over because not only can Rey Mysterio still go, like he's in his 20s, but Cesaro does this thing with these smaller guys where he just shows off his power, and there's reversals and counters and, you know, all these great things that are going on in the match. This is what wrestling should be on Raw.
Highlight of Raw.
I would agree, yes.
It
And
was such a good match, but like as a fan of WWE, we just want more like reason for these matches, not just to have a match. I can go to a house show and watch a good match.
That's very true.
Or I could YouTube a PWG match and be like, oh, okay, this is cool.
I wish that this match was like open Raw. It was like an hour 3 or close to hour 3, and the crowd was kind of dead. If you took this match and put it at the beginning, the crowd would have been totally into it, but they were a little dead at that point.
They have their format as far as how their shows should go. I agree with you, Brad. They definitely should change the format up and have a match, like have a good opening match,
A hot one, yeah.
Start off. I mean, look at Nitro back in the day. What started off the show, the first hour?
Cruiserweight.
They always
Cruiserweights.
had a cruiserweight
Yeah.
match.
Juventud Guerrero versus Dean
Psychosis.
Malenko or Psychosis.
Yeah.
Psychosis. Psychosis had an underrated leg drop.
Oh yeah.
That shit was nice.
Yes.
But yeah, so really that was the highlight. I mean, even Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn, they put on a good Falls Count Anywhere match, with the outcome being whoever loses that match is out of Money in the Bank. And is Braun Strowman in trouble or something? Because he is not going to be in Money in the Bank this Sunday.
Job. I don't know. Maybe there's over him. And maybe he has some backstage heat we don't know about. Who knows?
It could be. I don't think he's injured. I haven't heard anything about him being injured. But yeah, he's definitely out of Money in the Bank. And he's replaced with Sammy, right?
Sami Zayn is in that match now.
Okay.
So from the dumpster to the main event.
Yeah. Hey, the trash truck that dumped him at East Coast time, like 10 o'clock at night. There's no trash trucks at 10 o'clock at night.
No, there is.
What the hell? Like, seriously.
Hey, Brad, you're using logic, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. There's no trash. They must be paying that driver overtime.
Double
It's a-
overtime.
it's a
There's no
it's a
trash
crackhead.
trucks that late.
It's a crackhead dumpster driver.
Small things like that.
But yeah, this was the way that they're fighting. I like how they're fighting because it looked like the Balrog stage on Street Fighter, where the crowd is just like going crazy, watching the match.
They're in Vegas.
A lot of outside interference. McIntyre and Corbin, who both have gripes with Braun, came out to help out Sami Zayn. And then after they were done helping out Sami Zayn and he gets the win, they throw him to Braun Strowman, who puts him through a table to end Raw. Not an exciting way to end. I'd like Sami Zayn, if you're gonna win, at least be dominant in that win. Even if he had help, at least don't job out at the end to make Braun still look strong in defeat. But that was Raw. It was kind of a
real
boring show.
fun.
I don't think it looked good for McIntyre's character. His character this whole time has been, I'll kick anyone's ass and I'm not afraid of Braun Strowman. And for him to want to take out Braun Strowman so he didn't have to deal with him on Sunday, it didn't really match his character. I mean, I guess he's a heel, but I don't know.
He just wants to take that easy
but
that easy road.
Moving on.
But I agree.
Yeah.
McIntyre should be the lone wolf.
Yeah,
so
he's
to
kind of
speak.
like a badass. Like, he's a heel, but
He killed the
he
Shield?
kicks ass.
He
yeah.
killed the Shield
Yeah.
until he lost to Roman at WrestleMania. But he still killed the Shield.
You can't take that away from him.
Honestly, I fast forwarded most of SmackDown because it's the same formula week by week. I don't even have a highlight from this show.
I don't remember. I didn't watch it. Not gonna lie.
Finn Balor versus Ali versus Randy Orton and Andrade should have been a good match. Honestly, I was bored. I don't know. Did you guys watch SmackDown?
I did, but
Yeah.
I'm with you on the same boat. It was really a nothing show.
Yeah, it was all right. I didn't.
If you need to do a little research and then talk, I can always edit it. So,
Oh
yeah.
no, it's okay. Yeah, the Shane McMahon winning the match. They had all those guys in the match, and Shane McMahon won clean with his coast to coast drop kick. It's like,
Oh yes.
I don't know if his character's gonna be such a heel. Oh, those
Yeah,
those
we'll talk
girls.
about that, yeah.
For God's sakes. If he's gonna be a heel, he could have done some sort of underhanded tactic to kind of boost his heel character, but just to win with like a badass move from coast to coast was just like,
It's a babyface finisher.
yeah, exactly. So
they did a good job building up. I like the promo packages on both Raw and SmackDown. I thought they did a good job at building up both matches. However, we were talking earlier, and that they made this Becky Lynch Charlotte. They basically made their own storyline with this.
yeah, they played this video package for Becky Lynch and Charlotte and their feud that started at SummerSlam, and they just took all the best parts of their feud and they just made this badass storyline that was a 3-minute video package or whatever, and it just made it seem like, wow, that was cool. But in reality, when you watched it, there was all kinds of holes and all kinds of forced things and everything. And it's just like, man, they got such a good production department that they can make something that was so crappy in the long term seem so cool in a video package. And it was like, it's like if you took Bray Wyatt and you took all the crazy stuff that he used to say, you could splice all that together and make a storyline if you wanted to out of it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how they could do that with their production department. But I mean,
Give it up for good promo
hey,
packages.
it was a great video. It's just it's crazy how they can make something look so good.
Side note, Asuka and Kairi Sane's tag team name is the worst thing.
I was literally just gonna say that right
Oh
now. Not a
my-
side note, main note.
Jeez. Yeah.
I'm offended.
Let's go to
I was
that.
gonna say, as an Asian person,
What do you think?
What do you think of the Kabuki Warriors?
That's like some those Mexican kids when I was a young kid walking around Baldwin Park going Chino Japonés on me. That's how bad that is. That's really
So does that seem like a 75-year-old man going, oh, he's to it?
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
He's in touch with the times.
His first thing was let's call them the sushi rolls.
and they're like, no, Vince, we can't. That's too offensive.
I'm surprised he knows what
God.
sushi is.
God damn it. What about Ching Chang Chong?
No, Vince, that's another one we can't. What do you think, Vince?
I don't know. What do you think? Something that's kind of racist.
Kabuki.
Kabuki Warriors.
I love it.
Oh my God, he's taking
That-
it back to 1990, dude.
I feel
It's
bad
just-
for Asuka, man.
It's
Oh, yeah.
really showing that a 75-year-old man runs this company.
Absolutely.
He just looks at people and is like, you guys look like Vikings. You guys look like Kabuki Warriors. I mean, everyone says that Vince pays more attention to Raw than SmackDown. Usos came to Raw. Guess what? You guys look like rappers. Then next thing you know, they're rapping their theme song to
Yeah.
the ring and jumping around like idiots. Like, this
That's
is crazy.
A
Like,
fucking shame.
he just takes his first impression of someone and just like amplifies it. They're rappers. They're Asian people. They're Vikings.
They've got grills and wear bling. Make them rap.
Yeah, it's
And there they are.
you could totally tell that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a 75-year-old man first impression.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, I don't know. When does it get better, Brad? After Money in the Bank?
Will it get better?
Hey, you know what? It's like that bad relationship theory I've talked about. Like it's the 10% that's good that keeps you staying, and the 90% that's bad. And you know what else it is? It's your when you're in that bad relationship and that girlfriend tells you, you know what? I haven't been sucking that dick enough. You know what? I'm gonna suck that dick like more often. And you're like, oh, okay, good. Yeah, that sounds good. And then nothing. Nothing
kinda
happens.
You'll get it one time.
You'll get it one time. That's when Vince McMahon came out and Triple H. You know what? You guys are the authority. We've been
Remember that?
We've been smothering our superstars. You guys are the authority. We're gonna get fresh matchup.
We're
Whatever.
gonna listen to you guys.
We're gonna listen to you. Nope. Baron Corbin versus Bobby Lashley.
1 week later.
Bobby
Yep.
Lashley versus
So
Finn
it's
Balor.
I'm gonna S your D and nothing happens.
Damn, it sounds so good right now.
Right?
Yep.
Hey, but there's this new
You know what?
girl. I mean, we've been in this bad relationship, but there's this new girl that
It's coming around.
I know
coming
there is
around
this new
lately.
girl coming around, but I have so much history with the old girl.
That's
so
true.
much history. And I love the history. We've done so many things together. So many things.
it's gonna
But
be.
what has she
interesting.
done for you lately?
Exactly.
Nothing. She tells me she's gonna give me a BJ, and then there I am laying in bed, and nothing
This
happens.
new girl is gonna give you everything you've been wanting, though.
not tonight. Not tonight. You're gonna get Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin tonight.
I know it'll win the crowd back. Baron Corbin versus the main event.
A 20-minute match.
Headlocks and backbreakers.
God damn it.
Oh, I love the deep sex.
Fucking waiter.
Anyways, let's get into our Money in the Bank predictions this Sunday, coming to you live from the XL Center, the size of my T-shirts in Hartford, Connecticut. We're just gonna go top to bottom from the Wikipedia.
Let's do it.
Or let's go bottom to top because Deanna Bryan is gonna and Rowan are gonna take on the Usos in the pre-show match.
Yes, that
Wait, hold on. So you go from the main event of WrestleMania for the title to the pre-show on Money in the Bank.
I just want to say something real quick about that. It's a shame that Daniel Bryan is on the pre-show.
That's what I just said.
That's a shame.
It's a goddamn travesty.
Like he went from defending the WWE title. What?
Go on.
Forget it. Move on. Let's move on. Move on.
No, it's because I literally just said he went from defending the WWE
move on.
title.
Move on. Just move on. Let's move on. Move on.
All right, let's make some picks. This is the pre-show pick. I'll go first.
All right, we'll start at that side, and then we'll come back around. Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos. The Daniel Bryan and Rowan are the champions.
D. Bryan wins because he needs something right now, and the Usos are on Raw. So
yeah,
boom, easy.
I have taken note at the fact that they have not announced that this is a championship match.
Oh,
I know that.
Not once on TV, and right there on your screen it says it does not say championship match.
well, they don't even have a champion little logo next to them.
Right. So is this just a tag team match? They didn't come out with their belts this last week. That they might be getting them eco-fied.
Did you notice they won the titles, and then they cut to the backstage, and Rowan and Daniel Bryan are walking, and they're already talking about.
Yeah, we got to do something about this.
I love that so
That's
much.
good. Little things. That's good.
Yeah. So who's your pick? The Usos?
Daniel Bryan and Rowan, I guess. I mean, it gets too confusing if the Usos win because the Usos are supposed to be on Raw. So I don't know. This wild card thing is just really effing everything up.
That's what I'm saying. I can't see the Usos winning this because they are on Raw.
If it's non-title, maybe the Usos. But if it ends up being a title match, then Daniel Bryan and Rowan.
But then that doesn't do them any favors, Daniel Bryan and Rowan, by losing on the pre-show. Who's even watching the pre-show?
I don't know, man. I might watch this one.
Yeah, maybe that match.
You think you would think maybe this is a new thing for them where they're gonna put something you actually want to see on the pre-show to get you to watch, but
Maybe.
this might be just random. Next month we might see Heath Slater versus whoever.
Fandango.
There you go. That's it.
I don't even know what brands they are on.
I don't either. Hey, when Apollo Crews came out on Monday and they said he's from SmackDown, did that surprise you? Did you have any idea that Apollo Crews was on SmackDown?
I didn't know. The audience didn't care at all either.
Apollo Crews, one of the 4 wild cards from SmackDown. Like, what? Apollo Crews is on SmackDown? Okay, I believe you.
I guess.
Anyways,
I'm gonna go. So you're going.
Daniel Bryan Rowan.
Yeah, I'm going Daniel Bryan Rowan. Someone's got to keep. Can you take notes on this, Byron? I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan Rowan because they need a win. They're a thrown together tag team all of a sudden. So, and they're the SmackDown champion. So for sure them. Who do you got, Dick?
Same thing.
Ooh, all right. This is your pick, Brad. I don't know how much 205 Live you watch, but this is for the Cruiserweight Championship on the pre-show. Tony Nese versus Arya Daivari.
I'm a casual viewer. Tony Nese just won the belt. I'm just gonna say Tony Nese is gonna keep the belt for at least a little bit. Arya Daivari is he's a good sports entertainer, but Tony Nese has got to establish himself as champion, so he's gonna keep going with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tony. I don't watch any 205 Live, but I know Tony Nese just won the belt at WrestleMania.
Tony Abs.
Tony Abs, yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, I'm going Tony Nese on this one. Who do you got, Dick?
Nice.
That's it. That's all you got.
I haven't watched 205, so I haven't watched it in a while. I don't see him losing the belt. I mean,
Especially after beating Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Holiday. There you go.
Buddy Murphy.
I'll take Nice also
The
because
Murph.
why anybody else?
Yeah. Get on your knees and pray. Ooh. That should be his thing, dude.
There you go.
All right. After that, we have for the United States Championship, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. That one's actually hard. I haven't seen Samoa Joe
In a minute.
I've seen him talk to Ray's son, but I haven't seen him wrestle actually on any shows. I I don't think Rey Mysterio needs it. He's been looking pretty strong. So I'm gonna go with Samoa Joe on this one.
I'm gonna say Samoa Joe also. Yeah.
Make him strong. You know.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be the match that we didn't get at WrestleMania. They're gonna give him
Yes.
some time.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mysterio won this match, but I'm gonna go with Samoa Joe.
He's been threatening his son.
That's right.
Who do you got, Dick?
I don't know. I mean, honestly,
We haven't seen much from really either. Rey Mysterio's been in tag matches, but he hasn't really done anything on the singles front. I don't know why they're still feuding, honestly.
I don't know why they're feuding. I mean, I'm gonna go with Samoa Joe on this one. I don't see him losing the belt.
That's a good pick.
I forget that this is a Raw match.
Is his son gonna be involved, Mysterio?
I think Gabriel's
Probably.
Gabriel?
Dominic.
Okay.
Dominic.
I was like,
No, I
that
didn't
doesn't sound right.
I think Dominic's gonna get involved somehow.
And help out. Turn on his dad.
Ooh.
Turn on his dad.
Imagine full.
Hey, fool.
I hate their fucking handshake.
I don't-
Dads and sons shouldn't be doing this shit.
Never.
This like fucking
Really?
bullshit. Yes, that's what.
That's
do
the
you do
bro
that?
hug.
That is. That's right, Dad. Yeah, this bullshit.
Maybe they're best friends.
God, I hope his son puts him on his shoulders again and then drops his ass like fucking Batista did to Randy Orton. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Ooh.
Drop his fucking ass.
That's what I thought of when I saw Ray on his shoulders.
Every time I see people on shoulders,
I've learned from New Omega.
That's-
I've learned from
that's right.
SmackDown.
drop his ass.
Don't get on people's shoulders to
That's
celebrate.
right. Don't celebrate.
That's the
I was waiting for Big E to do it to Kofi when he won. The
I
title.
know. I was there. Yep.
So far, everybody's picked the same exact picks.
Who'd you pick?
Joe.
Joe. All right,
course.
so we're all Joe. Okay. This one might change it up. Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. Who do you got, Dick?
That's a tough
I'm starting off. All right. You know, Kofi's had 3 title defenses since he won the belt. He's won 2 and had a draw with Seth Rollins. I don't see him holding on to the belt for a long time, especially after the end of SmackDown where we saw Kofi standing on top of KO. But I don't see KO winning the belt. But here's the thing. Here's something that was just recently added to the Money to Make event, and that was Sami Zayn added to the match. Maybe this is a tease, and I don't think it's probably nothing more than just a tease. Could be Sami Zayn winning and then KO cashing on KO. That could be the ultimate troll move right there on the fans. I don't see that happening. I do see Kofi winning, but like I said before a few weeks ago, he may win the match, but he's not going to walk out with the WWE title.
That's a good point. You know, it'd be crazy if Sami Zayn won the Money in the Bank and is buddied up with Kevin Owens, and they're just running around being like, "No one can cash in on me because my best friend has the Money in the Bank, so I don't have to worry about that." And then build that up little by little, where Sammy eventually gets frustrated and cashes in on him.
Ooh,
But
I like it.
I think that'd be dope.
But I do want to say something real quick, though. I am tired of KO and Sami Zayn being stuck together at the hip. They need to be separated.
Well, I mean, they have history, so
They do,
But how many times can Kevin Owens double cross you for you to keep coming back and being his friend?
a bunch of times, apparently.
Yeah, that's weird. I agree.
Is it my
I'm
pick?
gonna go. Go ahead.
Oh, it is my pick, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kofi, but I semi agree with Dick. Sammy's winning Money in the Bank and is gonna cash in that night probably.
On
Kofi,
Kevin Owens.
on Kofi.
Oh, on
and then
Kofi.
KO's gonna get wild.
I'm going with Kofi. Kofi's gonna win. I think that he still has the big momentum, and I just he's over right now. The crowds are cheering for him and all that, and I mean they should stick with him, but sometimes they kill things early.
Yeah.
And I Kofi Kingston, that's my pick.
Yeah.
Would you pick Dick? You pick KO?
I picked Kofi, but I don't see with the match Kofi.
Okay.
But I don't see him walking out with the belt at the end of the night.
So he's cash in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Kofi on this as well. I think they can have a good program, maybe in another pay-per-view. Maybe Kevin Owens wins the next one, but they got to ride this Kofi train while they're on it.
Yeah.
He's still got a lot of momentum. I like seeing Kofi, taking off his New Day stuff and throwing the pancakes out of the ring and like getting serious.
Yeah.
And I would like to see more of that serious Kofi for sure.
Especially without Big E for a while.
Yeah, and Xavier now too.
I like him without the New Day. It's cool. It's fresh. It's different.
Yeah. So yeah, Kofi. Up next in a steel cage match.
Oh, God, yeah. Shane McMahon from my own grapefruits.
From my own loins.
Versus The Miz.
It's my turn.
They've given this a lot of time, a lot of TV time. Byron, who do you got on this one?
It's The Miz to get his win back. Easy.
Yeah. Brad?
Wrestling logic would tell you it's The Miz. But, I mean...
It's wrestling logic.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with The Miz. I agree with Byron. He's got to get his win.
I feel like we're all going to have the same picks until we get to the Money in the Bank matches. I think The Miz is going to win. I think, you're going to have the B team come out. You're going to have some shenanigans going on.
He's got to overcome all that.
But he's the baby face in this. He's going to overcome all of that. I could also see, because on SmackDown, Roman was talking to Miz, and Miz was like being his friend, like, hey, we should have like a buddy movie. Because, Roman conveniently took off 4 months to film a movie while having leukemia. The jury's still out. He could have just took time off to film a movie, and they make all this leukemia stuff.
Good timing.
It's a little coincidence.
And that's what people are actually legitimately saying. That's a theory behind it.
Hey, how convenient.
You know what? I still believe it was Roman Reigns versus Luke Leukemia.
Hell in a blood cell.
Oh, God.
Yeah, for sure, it's gonna be The Miz, and that's what I was getting at. He was like, "You sound like the old Miz," and I was like, "No, he doesn't. He just sounds like he's trying to be your friend, dude." But I think The Miz is gonna stay babyface for some reason, and we're gonna get him to beat Shane McMahon.
Yep.
Who
What do you think,
got?
Dick?
I want to say The Miz as well, just because, like you said, Brad, wrestling logic, he'll get his win back. But at the same time,
Ooh, here we go.
the last time we said that Miz was going to win, there was some shenanigans, some tomfoolery that had Shane win the match. I almost want to say like the same thing's going to happen. I'm going to go with Shane on this one. I think there is going to be some shenanigans involved where Shane is going to somehow squeak out the win, and I don't think this is going to be the end of the series. I think they're still going to keep going.
Our first disagreement with picks, man. Wow.
Make
All right.
or break for the
There you go.
for the picks.
There you go.
Up next we have the man Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch is one of her two. I feel like the Lacey Evans match is gonna be first on the show, but I'm just going off the list here. Whose pick is it? Is it your pick, Brad?
Sure.
it's Brad.
Here's my theory on this. I think that Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair will have their match first. And I think that Becky Lynch is going to be hurt. Charlotte Flair is going to work on her legs, her knees, whatever, so that when she goes to face Lacey Evans, she can sell for Lacey Evans in that match a lot more, and they don't have to have such a competitive back and forth, even Steven match with Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans could just lay in a bunch of moves to her and kind of get Lacey Evans over a little bit, but she needs to be worked over by Charlotte Flair in a match first. But as far as who's going to win, I think Becky Lynch is going to win that match. Yeah, I'll stop it there.
Okay.
I think Becky Lynch is going to win that match.
So you got Becky Lynch.
Yeah, she's
winning.
going to be banged up, but she's going to win the match.
I think I know where you're going with this because I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Becky on this too. It's gonna be a really competitive, strong match. But I think Becky's barely gonna escape this one with a win. Dick?
Delicious.
So we're just going to pick just this match, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Charlotte, but I'm gonna explain my reasoning behind it later.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm gonna go Charlotte too. The same
Whoa.
theory that Brad had, but flip the scenarios. It's gonna be Lacey beating the shit out of her, and then Charlotte. Obviously, they need to make her have that 16-time title, and obviously they're on 2 different shows now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Becky's gonna go on Raw because she's the man, and then Charlotte will rule SmackDown.
Well, never. I was gonna save it for later, but Byron stole the words right out of my mouth.
But
Okay,
yeah, I think that's
interesting.
it.
Okay.
All right. Up next, we have. This should be on the pre-show. Roman Reigns versus Elias.
This should be 5 minutes long.
This should
And it
absolutely
will.
be.
And it will.
I-
It's you, Drew.
Oh, it's my pick. Roman Reigns, easy. This. Fuck this match, dude.
I don't
I'm
even
already
know.
saying-
When did
already saying-
Elias? What was his last
Jesus.
win?
I don't even know. He's a jabron.
Poor guy.
He belongs on right now the current Mount Mushmore for sure.
Oh yeah.
Round much more, yeah.
He has a catchy walk with Elias thing that people can get behind pretty easily. But he's like lower mid card for me. He can wrestle, but I don't see him as a threat to anybody.
And he's jacked.
He's super
That
jacked.
fucking
like-
guy's
yeah, he
jacked,
is.
man.
He's double Seth, dude.
Yeah, he's a double Seth for sure. Double stuffed Seth.
Yep.
Who do you got? That sounded gross. Who do you got, Dick?
Roman.
One word answer is awesome.
I don't see Roman losing this match.
Yeah, exactly.
Come-
Byron?
Of course. Come on, man. Roman for sure.
Imagine.
Imagine that.
Elias. Imagine Elias.
I'm going to have to say, the big dog.
Nice.
Damn, maybe I should pick Elias. Nah. Go ahead. What's the
I
next?
mean, the Putty Patrol could always come out and
Oh, that's right.
distract Roman and get a quick roll up for Elias. That could happen.
It could.
Yeah.
Keep their feud going. I don't know. All right, Money in the Bank time for the women.
Ooh.
Natalya, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Bailey, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella, Nikki Cross. That's a lot of people in a Money. That could turn into a cluster pretty easily. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Dick, this is your call.
So we got 8 women in this match.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you need to look at my screen, you're more than welcome to.
I'm gonna go with Mandy Rose on this one. I think she's gonna cash. I
Good
think
pick.
she's gonna win.
Mandy Hose.
When she cashes in, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna cash into the show, but I'm gonna go with Mandy. She's gonna win it.
Okay.
That's
Good
a good
pick.
pick.
Very good pick.
Yeah.
Damn, that's me now, huh? You fuck. Let me see. I'm gonna go with. Who did I say earlier? Who's replacing? What's her name?
Nikki.
Nikki's
Oh,
replacing
Nikki.
Alexa.
She's not winning.
It
Fuck,
went
that
from like
is-
a legitimate threat in
Yeah.
Alexa to she's not winning.
Fuck it. Let's go Bailey.
Bailey. Oh, that's a good one too.
That's a risky one, but whatever.
I'm going with you, Byron.
There you go.
I think Bailey, and I
Okay.
actually think that later on in the show it's going to play a factor.
Whoever wins this Money in the Bank and doesn't cash in at the end is a fucking idiot.
That's true.
Because
Oh, no kidding. She's got 2 matches.
she's got
You're
2
right,
matches.
yeah.
Why would you not want to cash in at the end of that?
That's right.
Becky Lynch has had this thing where, she's fighting 2 blonde ladies. And let's throw a third one in there, and Mandy Rose.
Wow.
Because there's actually a promo picture of all these like blonde-haired Barbies at like Becky Lynch's feet. And I think that's going to play into this. I think we're going to have another blonde feud with Becky. And I think Mandy Rose is not only going to win the Money in the Bank match, but she's also going to cash in the same night. Vault her into that upper echelon because they really need, without Ronda Rousey around, they need someone up to the main event scene pretty quick.
So let me ask you this: is she gonna cash in on the Raw or the SmackDown Championship?
I think that's a good question.
Because from my understanding, they didn't specify that it's exclusive to their brand. It makes it seem like they could jump ship.
They could. More shaken up.
Layers.
I think she's gonna cash in on the Raw.
Mandy Rose?
She's gonna cash in on whatever matches after the. She's gonna cash in after the second match. Yes.
Okay.
So whatever that happens there, whatever order that is, I don't know what I'm saying right
Gotcha. No, I get what you're saying.
Fucking wild card double champion. Jesus.
now. Oh, you know who? I forgot to talk about this earlier. You know who we haven't seen in a long time
Who?
in a match at all? The women tag team champions, the Iconics.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're not even on this card, and I get why Sasha is pissed off that they had to lose those belts for them to just sit on a shelf.
Hey,
To
on her
not
side.
even be talked about, really.
yeah,
Mm,
I'm
Rightfully
on her
so.
side.
maybe they'll add them to the pre-show or some shit.
Maybe. The Kabuki Warriors.
They're not on the show.
They're not on
right?
the show either. That's
Damn it.
true.
Racist.
Yeah. The sushi rolls.
Oh God. Vince.
Do you think Vince would get in Michael Cole's ear and like, okay, the finish is going to be a roll-up. Make sure to call it a sushi roll.
God damn it!
And then Michael Cole
It was right there.
Nope. Nope.
Oh my God! It's a sushi roll. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got new tag champions.
I'm in.
And that's peer pressure, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's total. Michael's like, please don't make me say this, Vince. Say it, or you're fired. All right. We're all good.
Yeah, we're all good.
All right,
Yes.
moving on to the men's world championship ladder Money in the Bank ladder match. Money in the Bank ladder match. That sounded weird. We have Sami Zayn, who's taking over Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Barry Corby, Prince Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Blandy Borton. Whose turn is it?
I think it's
Dickie?
Dix.
I'll go for this one. Okay, so I did mention earlier about
Mandy, right?
that Kofi it may win. He'll win his match with KO, but I don't think he's gonna. It depends on where it lies. I'll say this right off the bat. I have a good feeling that this match may kick off Money in the Bank.
That might be. Yeah, that's my.
I think this will kick off. I think this will kick off the match, and out of those contestants, I still think Drew McIntyre. I said this a couple weeks ago. I'm still sticking by this. Drew McIntyre is going to win. In fact, I think he's going to surprise everyone, and instead of cashing in on the Universal Championship, he's going to go to the WWE Championship because he sees Kofi as the weaker opponent, and he's going to cash in after KO beats the shit out of him after the match.
Ooh, that's some good storytelling right there, Dickie.
And that way, I mean, I hate to sound pessimistic about this, but that way they can continue the feud between him and Roman as well. Because if he goes to SmackDown, they
God
can
damn it,
continue
yeah.
that feud.
Oh, God.
Whether you like it or not, that's another thing that they're thinking about as well.
Yeah. God damn it, you're
That's a
right.
good
dude.
pick.
That's a really good pick.
So you picked Andrade, right?
No,
I'm just kidding. Not
Although Andrade's not a bad
a
second
bad pick
choice.
either. That's not who I'm picking. I'm picking Sami Zayn because he's hot on the mic. I wonder if they go with it. That's what I'm doing this wishfully,
Damn it.
obviously.
this one's hard to call, dude.
This one's super hard to call.
Who do you got, Brad?
I am gonna go with my theory is I see Drew McIntyre doing it more of the old school way, becoming a number one contender and chasing the belt and kind of terrorizing the champion on his way to becoming the champion. He's more of a beast like that. He's more of an ass kicker, and I kind of see him doing that. I am gonna go for Andrade because I see him more. I see him more of a cheap heel, although he's a great wrestler and we all love to watch him. I see that more of his character cashing in and becoming the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
That's a good call.
Finn's not in the match, right?
Finn is in the match.
He is.
Oh,
He's
But
also
he's-
the IC champion.
Yeah,
I know.
He's claiming he's going to be the double.
But Drew is the Scottish psychopath, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
Interesting.
This is hard. Ricochet is not winning that shit.
Not.
No.
Oh, he's there for spots.
Not after
yeah.
SmackDown.
Not
on
after what
Tuesday.
happened on SmackDown.
Yeah, he's lost 2 weeks in a row too,
Yeah, I don't think Ricochet is going to win this match.
or ever again. Probably.
Barry Corby, I don't see winning this match. Ali, I can't see winning this match because we can't have nothing but heels win the Money in the Bank briefcases. Finn Balor's not winning. Randy Orton's not winning. It's between Sammy, Andrade, and Ali for me.
So you don't see McIntyre at all then?
You
huh?
don't see him winning then.
I don't think so. I agree with you, Brad, where he can go the normal route.
Right. Weeks of build up, kind of being just terrorizing.
Yeah. Especially, but I like what you said about him going after Kofi, because I think when I look at both of them, I think Drew McIntyre versus Kofi Kingston.
Think about it. Like, that's something Drew would actually do. Like, Drew is not a stupid guy. He's a smart dude, and he sees Kofi after that match. It's a perfect opportunity to strike, and if he's strikes at that moment, no one's gonna stop him.
Do you think they do 2 Money in the Bank cash-ins in the same night?
No.
They gotta sell those briefcases sometime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna do both at the same time. I mean, I don't think they've done it yet. Nor should they do it at Money in the Bank.
Someone's got to
But
walk around
someone
with it
is
to
going
sell
to cash
more.
in, though, and I have a feeling it like, because last year it was Alexa Bliss that cashed in on the same night.
Yeah.
It makes more sense for the men to do it this time around if they're going to do that. But you never know; they might both hold on to it for a while.
Yeah, we could. I can totally see them.
Guarantee.
I can totally see them. No one cashes in that night, and everyone's like, "Oh, god damn it!" Like when Rey Mysterio came into the Royal Rumble at number 30, when we all wanted Daniel Bryan. You know. All right, this is going on for way too long. I'm gonna go Ali on this. A babyface winning it.
Wow.
Maybe
Ali?
Ali
Okay.
and going after Kofi, because they would have really good.
Ring.
I think
have
they'd
history.
have good history, good chemistry together for sure. In a match that I personally don't care about, which I should, Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion, versus AJ Styles. I think this is the first time they've had a singles match together.
Oh, fuck.
In WWE.
In WWE. Whose pick is it?
I think it's Brad.
I think it's your turn, Byron.
Oh,
It is your turn.
I'm gonna go with Little Dick Seth because he needs to have a lengthy run here.
Okay. Who's next? Me?
Yeah. go for it.
I'm gonna say Seth for the same exact reason. I
Lil
do.
Dick?
I
Because
Little Dick Seth. For the same reason as you, Byron. And then Andrew, I agree with you. I think that we should be very excited for this match, but for some reason it's just there. I mean,
Yeah.
these two are two of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Meeting each other, and it's one of those dream combinations, you know, AJ Styles versus Nakamura, or Daniel Bryan versus whoever, and
Roman Reigns.
no, God damn it, no. But it's one of those top wrestlers in the world meeting each other for the first time, and we should be super excited about this. But for some reason, I'm not. But that's just a side note. But I'm gonna go with Seth for this.
I'm gonna, before I give my pick, I seen something today, so I'm gonna give a spoiler alert.
Oh God,
Go for it.
So if you don't want to be spoiled, fast forward a couple minutes.
minutes.
Well, just to be safe.
Okay.
Facebook had an ad for Staples Center coming to Raw, and it said, I mean, obviously it ends with card subject to change.
Staples Center coming to Raw or Raw?
Staples
Raw coming to
Raw coming to Staples
I
Center.
wish Staples Centers would come to Raw.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That would be cool.
Raw coming to Staples Center, and it said Universal Champion Seth Rollins takes on AJ Styles.
When is that? When was that?
It's for June.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Card subject to change, obviously, but you know these arenas, they usually spoil shit when they're trying to promote for their stuff. So I'm gonna go Seth Rollins on this one.
Then go ahead, Dick.
And I'm assuming that card is gonna that Raw is gonna be after the Saudi Arabia show, correct?
I think it's June 17th.
Okay, so that's definitely after the Saudi Arabia show. So that might have spoiled two events right there. Having said that, though,
We gotta talk about something else too.
yeah. Having said that, though, I'm gonna go with Seth on this one. I think it's too soon for him to lose the belt. I also think it's too soon for this match as well. They should have really waited for this match until SummerSlam. I think that really should have been the perfect time to do this. I get Money in the Bank is now one of their top 5 pay-per-views, but I just feel like it was too soon to do this match. They should have built this up a little bit longer, but I think they're doing that so that way they can get Seth. They can get Seth's first opponent out of the way for. I'm assuming his rematch is going to be with Brock and in Saudi Arabia. If I had to assume.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. I could see that happening though.
But for this match, I'm going with Seth. I think Seth is going to retain.
In a 5-star match, probably.
It's probably going to be
Match
one
of
of
the
the
night.
no. Monday
I
Bank's
don't
gonna
want
be
to say
match of the
that
night.
because I feel like if I say that, this match will disappoint. I think it'll be a very good match, but not like a 5-star. And I don't think we should be aiming for a 5-star match because I think by doing that, we're going to be letting ourselves disappointment.
I think it depends on where the match is and how long the show is. Because if we watch this show and this match is after 4.5 hours of us watching wrestling, the crowd might be dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wouldn't want it to start the show, but it's just unfortunate that these shows are so long that
Yes.
matches that would be great, you're watching and you're like, this should be great, but I've watched wrestling for 5 hours already.
And honestly, it should not start the show again because that was their last spot for WrestleMania where the Universal title opened up the show.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
weird.
I liked it, though.
It was weird, but it was hot. People
Yeah,
were
I thought that
into
was a
it. It's
great
just
move.
Because it was a total surprise.
Yeah,
Took
it
everyone
was
off guard.
It was a surprise. It's just, oh man, they got to figure out a way to cut these shows down shorter. Because AJ Styles and Nakamura at not this last year, but the year before's WrestleMania was just in a bad spot. It was after watching 6 hours of wrestling.
Yeah.
That match should have been great, and it was great in a vacuum. But it's just it's
The crowd wasn't there.
the crowd wasn't into it, and it makes you feel like you're not into it. Like, yeah.
Speaking of not being in the matches and Saudi Arabia, they just announced Goldberg is going to fight The Undertaker in a match that's 20 years too
late. Exactly.
How do you guys feel
Really a
about that?
match that no one really asked for.
Yeah, no
Except
one cares.
for
It's a bunch
Ben
of Saudis.
Salma, the Prince. He probably asked for that match.
This is the guy, the Prince that wanted Yokozuna versus someone else that was dead.
Versus the Ultimate Warrior.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a thing that's happening. We've already expressed our distaste for those Saudi Arabia matches, but you know who's gonna call people out of retirement? That Prince, the Saudi Arabian Prince.
I thought you were say the Prince,
Can he-
Saudi Arabia.
can he pay enough money to get the actual best in the world back?
Yes.
You think they can? I think so.
Yeah, he can.
I think if we're ever going to see CM Punk again, the Saudi Arabia is going to pay to see that.
I thought you were talking about Shane McMahon for a second.
No. CM Punk. If there's ever gonna get, if we're ever gonna get him back, I don't know. This
I
is
don't-
just me thinking.
I don't think Punk would sell out like that.
You don't think so?
I don't think
You
so
don't
either.
think money
He would.
talks for him? Like
Everybody has
you
a
don't.
price.
Everybody's got a price. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
saying.
But they don't want him, though. That's the thing. The Saudis don't want CM
And
Punk.
and Punk doesn't want to be part of WWE either, so it's mutual.
Dude, Punk could save WWE. He can save this whole thing. How invested would you guys be if Punk came back and was like, "What the hell is going on here? This doesn't make sense." And you guys, this company's been status quo for the blah 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 blah
That
blah.
would
I'd
be-
be glued to the TV.
That'd be awesome.
He could single-handedly save this whole thing.
You know what he's gonna do instead?
Fight.
Bury him. Go to AEW, debut
Oh,
at Double or
fuck.
Nothing.
Nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my God. He would be the nail in the coffin.
Who's got a bigger axe to grind than CM Punk? And to make sure that they're, in a position to fail or to be in a position where they're not on the top spot anymore, I think he would be doing AEW and himself a big favor.
It would be really interesting to see if money talks for him.
to really get that war started, That would be
Yeah,
the first
like-
big shot.
Dude, I could see it going either way. I could see CM Punk taking, $5 million or whatever ridiculous amount. Or, I don't care if you pay me, $100,000. Like, wrestling's in my blood and I love the business and I'm going to help these new guys out and really fuck WWE.
Yeah. Oh, you want to fuck on me?
Yeah. Like,
fuck on you.
I got enough money. I don't care. I'm going to go
Well,
help
keep in
these
mind-
guys out.
Tony Khan is a billionaire himself. He's got more money than Vince McMahon.
Yeah. So I could see either one happening. But anyways, side note.
Side note, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to the main event. Becky Lynch in her second match of the night takes on Lacey Evans.
AC Levens.
AC Levens.
AC11.
ACDC. Whose pick is it?
It's Brad. I think I did the last one.
I
said Little Dick Seth.
I'm gonna go with Lacey Evans here.
Whoa.
I think that Charlotte Flair is really gonna work her over. Shit, but I did say that Bailey's gonna cash in. How do I say that neither one of them are going to win and that Bailey's going to cash in?
You could say that.
You could say that. Yeah, you could just say that.
Can I say Bailey's the winner of this match?
It would be kind of like similar
someone
to.
would have to win first.
Not really, because last year that's how Alexa Bliss won. She cashed in the middle of the Nia Jax Ronda Rousey match.
Yeah, same thing with Seth and Brock and
I don't
and
like
Roman.
that. I think that's dumb. I think you wait for the match to be over and catch them off guard. Not.
But Seth did it in the main
But
event.
Seth did it.
at
And that was one of the
31.
best. That was the best cash in ever.
He just added himself to the match.
Yeah, but I feel like they made it. I didn't. The thing I didn't like about it, I love the cash in. I thought it was awesome, but I didn't like that they made it like a thing. Cashing in his Money in the Bank and making it a triple threat. Like I didn't like that.
Really?
I wish you would just cash it in and then make it quick. I don't know.
I don't know who to pick if I don't think either one of them are gonna win. I think maybe Okay, I'll say this: Becky Lynch is gonna win.
Okay.
Side note: Bailey's gonna cash in on her ass.
The heel turn would complete the heel turn.
Yes.
That we've been asking for so long. 'Cause
Yeah.
Bailey needs something. I think.
Something.
You're onto something, Brad. With
Yeah.
that.
Besides those
Yeah.
big ass booties.
Yeah, they've been keeping. Ooh,
Ugh, gee.
that booty. I think it's time for Bailey to character change. She's been stale, and I think that they've been keeping her off TV. She cut a small promo on SmackDown, and it's very
Camera was too
generic.
close. Camera was too close.
Huh?
Camera was too close.
Why?
I don't know. It's just too close.
Oh, okay.
You saying she's a butterface or something?
I thought you said she was derpy. Was she derpy?
Kinda.
A little derpy.
I think she's been kept off TV a little bit. She's shown a little bit of more aggression within the last month or so, and then lately they've kind of kept her away, so you kind of forget about her. And I think she's gonna cash in. But my pick would be Becky Lynch for the match.
I think Becky Lynch loses this match, and she walks out of Money in the Bank. Becky no belts.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lacey Evans on this one.
Whoa.
Okay. So Brad, so you're saying that the Charlotte match is gonna be first, and then Lacey's gonna be later on, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And you're saying the same thing too, right, Drew?
Yeah,
Okay. Byron, I mentioned earlier that Byron said exactly what I was thinking earlier, and that I think this match is going to be go on first, and then the Charlotte match is going to go on second, and that I think Becky is going to, I think Becky will retain this in this title match against Lacey Evans, but Lacey Evans will beat her up enough to the point where like she will be injured or will have a disadvantage, and Charlotte will take advantage of it, and she'll capitalize for the win.
God damn it, I could see that happening too. That's good.
Because I think they're gonna save Charlotte and Becky for later on in the card. I don't think they're gonna blow it that early in the match. I mean, it wouldn't be surprised if that might be the final match of the show.
But if they're trying to build up Lacey Evans, wouldn't they give her like a prime spot to do that
They could
on the card?
Maybe the first match.
do the first match, or maybe they could. I mean, they could also do back to back as well at the same time.
Imagine they make her run a gauntlet.
That could be
That'd
too.
be awesome.
I mean, that's also possible. But
Then it's Becky versus the Authority after this.
Oh.
She loses both of her belts, and then she gets mad at the Authority for screwing her in the same night. Oh, my God.
Good Lord, no!
Becky 316.
I'm gonna go with Becky. In the same stipulation, she's gonna get her ass whooped at the end of the match, and then sets it up for her Charlotte loss later.
Well, that's our Money in the Bank. Oh, God. Those are our Money in the Bank predictions, guys. This is a long one.
it is.
Hour and a half we're at now.
Oh damn! That's
Damn.
long.
It's been a great time. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for downloading, subscribing, telling your friends, telling your neighbors, telling your friends' neighbors. We'll be back next week with our Money in the Bank Fallout. I think we're going to have another special guest that week, so make sure you guys tune in. Thank you for downloading, subscribing on YouTube, following our Instagram, following on Facebook, following on Twitter, doing all the social media things. We are the new World Order Professional Podcasting, and we will see you next week.
That's a long time.